Okay. Okay, we're live. We're live. Hey, welcome everybody to the show today. It's your pal Uncle Bruce.
Welcome everybody to
It
the
is time
show.
to mute that right there. Mute that. It's Thursday, November the 9th, 2023. Welcome one and all. It's your pal Uncle Bruce here. I got my Rugman sweatshirt on. I got my Rugman t-shirt on. I'm kind of curious to see. I'm always kind of curious to see how the market is going to react. We lost points yesterday on the Dow Jones. 40 wasn't much, and so the market did not complete a winning streak according to at least the Dow Jones industrial average. And the Dow Jones lost 40 points, but there was a gain on the S&P 500 and a gain on the Nasdaq, which meant the triple Qs and the SP spiders went up, but the gains were like 5 and 10 points. We have been flatlining now for like 4 days in a row. Even the 40-point loss is so negligible that it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal psychologically. And this business, a lot of this business's moves in pricing is psychological, and this is where you guys have to be smarter than your opponents to make the money, take the money off the table. At the moment, we're up on all three markets. The Dow is up 77, S&P showing a gain of 9, and Nasdaq 3.5. This is pre-market. We still have 40 some odd minutes to go until we open for the day. Oil is up almost $1 to 76.30. Even with a $1 gain, oil is only $76.30. It's not doing well. Now, lots and lots and lots of talk out there as to just what should we be worried about? What should we be watching for? Analysts are asking analysts, and investors are asking investors. First of all, the United States government needed to borrow this week over $100 billion from bond buyers, because I think they had 60 or 70 billion bonds expiring that had they roll over, and then they needed another 30, 40 billion to fund their expenditures. No brainer. 2/3 of this is done, and there was no drama in the bond market. It went swimmingly. There is more money available for the United States than it needs, and so rates are lower. Interest rates are lower this week. We're at 4.5% on the 10-year now, instead of 5% on the 10-year. Mortgages have dropped by almost 0.5% this week, with the United States borrowing $100 billion. This is how great the Biden presidency is for the economy of the United States. The world at large is saying with its money, oh, Biden's in the office. No one's getting arrested every week from his cabinet, and none of his advisors are going to jail or being indicted. You need $110 billion here. Yeah, sure, we'll take your bonds. No problem whatsoever. That's the Biden presidency and the American economy and the American people being reflected to the world at large, because the American people's president today is Joe Biden, and has been for almost 3 years. And the world at large is going, great, keep that guy right where he is. We'll give you all the money you want. The American economy had been growing at 4.9% in the third quarter. Unbelievable. The American economy hasn't had that in decades. Unbelievable. The unemployment rate under 4%. Unemployment claims are lower. Jobs are plentiful. Is everything perfect? Of course not. Will everything be perfect no matter who's in the White House a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Nope. Will things be perfect in America in 10 years no matter who's in the White House? No way. There's always going to be issues, and everyone's going to blame someone else for the issues, and a lot of people don't want to tackle it. Welcome to reality. But Americans know that. Canadians know that. Folks in the United Kingdom know that. All over Europe, they know that their governments are useless for many, many, many problems to be solved instantaneously. Can't be done. Governments don't work that way. Politics doesn't work that way. And so we are experts at slowing down the decisions we should be making today to fix problems, and then we complain about it. We're really good at it. And so, welcome to the new normal. As an investor here, as a viewer, as an option writer, you have to buy into the program that sometimes things don't get fixed when they should get fixed the way they should get fixed. You just have to buy into it. You have to accept it. And you have to say to yourself, can I work around the issues of the world to make it work for me and my family? And so far, yeah, 99.99% of you are able to make it work. And you go with the flow and you deal with adversity and you get through it. Welcome to the real world, real people. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. You even have to tolerate me and my rants, and you do. I love you for that. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Interest rates are under pressure. Oil is barely hanging on to 75. Gasoline prices are dropping. Thank you, President Biden, because there's no one else to thank. You can't thank the chairman of Exxon for lower prices. He wants it to go up. You can't thank the prince of what's it, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. He wants to cut production and make oil go up and make Americans pay $6 a gallon for gas. You can't thank him for the cheap prices. You can thank yourselves for the cheap prices as a whole. As a whole, Americans and Canadians and Europeans and everyone, we can thank ourselves for the lower oil prices. And why are we doing that? Because we're using less of it. Little by little, inch by inch, barrel by barrel, gallon by gallon, liter by liter, we as a society are trying to use less of this stuff for our daily lives. And whether it's dumping off an SUV that gets 25 miles a gallon and getting a new SUV that gets 29 miles to the gallon, that's our little way of using less. And we're greedy people. We want to keep more money for things we want to pay for than not. So we'd rather not give $100 at the pump every time we fill up a tank. If we can just make it $65, then that's a $35 win every time we go to the gas station. There's people out there who go, I go to the gas station twice a month. That's $70 a month. I'm not giving a gasoline provider. $70 I can put towards my electric bill, or $70 I can put towards my healthcare premiums, or $70 for my kid's Halloween costume or a Christmas present every month. That's $840 a month per vehicle, less spent times millions of vehicles. This is huge money. And oil is dropping. And it continues to drop. The less you use, the lower it gets. The lower it gets, the cheaper it gets, the bigger the savings, the more disposable income after tax income people have to use for other things that are rising. It's rare to see an area where you can cut expenses and use it for things that are costing you more, like food. Interesting. All right, so there's that. That's the oil deal. I had an email that came into me last night, and I've got a couple that I want to address today. I've got an email that came in from a viewer of mine who said, "Hey, Uncle B, love your show. You've changed my life. Listen, I have an issue here with an iron condor that I did on IBM right here. And I need your help on this. So I'm going to throw this at you guys and get your thoughts on it. I'm going to tell you what I think, what to do, how to do, what to do. First of all, though, I want to say Moon Spells, welcome, YouTube member, a new YouTube member. Great to have you here. I believe Moon has joined us as a Gold Bagel member. So if you're coming back in or you've joined for the very first time, welcome to the gang of regulars. It's great to have you here. And thank you to all of you out there who are watching, throwing the thumbs ups around already. Thank you, all of you, for these thumbs ups. Richard Carlin is here. Lame Duck is here. Robert is here. Frumbler is here. Will GameStop go to the penny status? I have thoughts on GameStop. Stand by. 23andMe results were pretty dire, says John. Marie, hand pink waving hello. Hector, number 12 thumbs ups. Lorraine is number 17. Marie is asking, has anyone tried the options plugin for ChatGPT? Dingo Style number 27. Karen is here. Alberto, good morning, sir. Good morning, Bagel Familia. I'm here early so we can begin on time. May you all fill your pockets with dinero. Let's go. You got to love that. Marie, I might get it just to play to see how it does. It's not real money. Hector, I did not receive the stock trading tip this morning. Was one offered? Yes, so it took a while, but it's out there. Alberto, Hector, yes, I just watched it. Just unloaded 9 minutes ago, says Alberto. Double D, good morning. Aurora, good morning. Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, and everyone. I am number 21 right now. Dude, Marie, I've heard Option Alpha has a good trading bot for options. They do paper trading too, so you can test it out first. Who cares, says. Good morning, all. I'm number 23. Manager, good morning, all. I'm 25. Leonard, I'm number 25 as well. Fellow traveler, hey there, peeps. Deep value options. Anyone else's like button glitched on YouTube? Leonard, I think I'm number 26. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I am the 28th thumbs up of the day. I will ring the bells when the market opens. Robert Benson, I am number 32. Agent Per, how you doing? His son was literally just subpoenaed, says Agent Per. Hector, Alberto, thank you. Stephen Jackson, we can't afford to drive. Thanks, dude, says Marie. Karen, I am the 39th thumbs up on today's show. Dude, welcome, Moon. That spells moon, right? Welcome, Beach Boy. Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. Welcome, Beach Boy from Israel. Nice to see you, my friend. Flint Creek, SoFi, get off your thing and go up $1, please. Come on, SoFi, let's go. Initial XE, I'm number 9. Colton, number 43. Dude, 43. White Feather, good morning. Marie B. Yes, DeepMind is stuck at 426 likes and has been for several days. I have no idea what you're talking about. You might do a refresh. I have no idea. All right, guys, welcome. Thank you. And I'm glad you're here. So here's an email. I'm going to just read this to you. Uncle Bruce, I had an IBM Iron Condor go sideways on me, and I'm sure I'm not thinking right about how to handle this. On the call side, my Iron Condor was a 141 to a 147. And it's expiring November 24. So that's in 15 days from now, 2 weeks tomorrow. My 141 got exercised. I'm a little freaked out because I got 14 grand in my account now. And I know the 147 call I bought is my protection, but I'm unclear at the moment as to what action I should take. Your guidance would be appreciated. Okay, so we have a scenario here where our viewer wrote the 141, bought the 147, and has been exercised at 141. As I am speaking to you live at the moment in the pre-market, we're looking at IBM at 146.19. That's where it's trading at right now, 146.19 a share in the pre-market, all right? So our viewer has been taken out, has been called 100 shares at $141. So the viewer's been given $14,100, but the viewer is short 100 shares of IBM right now. The viewer is long this call, this 147 call, and last night that contract last traded at $1.46. 146 a contract, and it's trading the bid ask at the bell last night was something like 152 165 152 to 165 a contract. So if the viewer were to sell this contract off, he would bring in $146 against just into his account. That would be added to the 14,100 he's already got, and now he would be sitting on $14,246 if you add those two together. And he's short 100 IBM, which are trading at 146.19. So if you've been given $14,240, you're down several $1,000s, right? Okay. At the moment, in reality, my viewer is still in an Iron Condor. The viewer is actually in an Iron Condor, except that he's been taken out of this 141 contract, and whatever he got for it, he keeps. Whatever he wrote this for, he keeps, and he got $14,100. I don't know what he sold it for. If he sold it for $350 or whatever, he gets to keep that $350, which in effect means he has $14,450, and he could get this $146 on top of that to, again, compensate for the short position. If the shares this morning drop in price, right now IBM is 146.72. It's fluctuating along here. If the shares drop in price this morning from this level to 144, he could buy them back at 144, right? $14,400, and sell off this for probably $1, and keep what he got from this, and he will not lose all that much money on the Condor. If the shares go higher, if they go to 148, let's say, these will go up to maybe $2 this morning, maybe 210, 220. He could theoretically buy back the stock at 148 and lose $700, but get 200 here and keep the premium you originally got here. It's all a question of adjustments. There's another thing he could do. Theoretically, he could buy back the stock this morning at whatever it costs him, and then turn right around and write another $141 contract again. So if the shares go up to 148 this morning temporarily, the 141 he would rewrite for November 24. He will get the book value plus a little bit of premium for it if he were to do that. On the other hand, he might decide, no, I'm going to buy back the stock, and then I'm going to write a 143 or a 144 expiring, and I'm going to keep this one at 147. In other words, my new credit position, my new option spread position on these calls, 144 to 147. I've just taken the risk down to $300 going forward. So I kept this. It's worth 210. I've written this at 144, and I got $5 for it, 5.5. That's what I'm going to do. So you spend money out to buy the stock back. You get money back in by writing a new call, and you hold on to this. And you still have 20 until the 24th until we finish with this trade. There's another option. I mean, there's many choices to be made here, and no rush to make any move. You don't have to do anything today. You can take your time and let the stock tell you what to do. If the market has an upsurge to start the morning, but it's a dead cat bounce, the whole market, I'm not talking IBM only, I'm talking about the market. And then the market slumps as the day wears on, and we go into negative territory around noon hour today. IBM might go up to 148 and then come back to 144. Well, all of a sudden, the difference between 141 and 144 is $3. That's the loss if he buys them back, less the premium he got originally and whatever he can get for this. He might have a break even on his hands overall, or he might actually be ahead. If the shares drop to 143, he may find that I'm only losing $200 buying them back. I got $300 to write this thing. I'm going to get $1 for this. I actually made $100 on this side of this trade. That's the scenario we're at right now. And so, if you close it out, you buy back the stock, you sell off this call, you've closed out the call side of your Condor. Those puts, whatever puts you had, are worthless, I'm sure. Close it all out, and now look to write a new Condor, create a new Condor for either December 15 or January 15, but adjust your pricing accordingly, because the stock is 144, you're not going to do 147 Condor rights on the options. You're going to do 160s up here, and you're going to do 130s on the puts. You're going to take a new range, I would think, because the stock has had an up move here in the last month or so or more. I'm hoping this helps everyone to understand where we're at. On the shares of IBM, just for my own curiosity, yes, in the last month we were at 136 on the 23rd of October. We're 146 now. 3 months ago, the shares got as low as they were only as low as 136 back on the 23rd of October. Even back to August, they were at 140. They got as high as 150, and they've had this fluctuation. I think the key for my viewer, what may have tripped up my viewer here is, and again, I'm guessing, but there's a $6 spread between the calls. I don't know which puts the viewer created, but it's possible that the range between the puts and the calls was too tight and not wide enough. And it might be that the viewer wanted a bigger credit to create the condor, and that's why the position ended up working out this way. But I'm only winging it, and I'm only guessing that this is what happened here. All right. But I wanted to show you folks live today what happens if the call you write, in this case, gets exercised. Now what? Well, the money comes into your account for $14,100, plus you get to keep the premium you brought in. You still have the call, which is you're long this. And if the shares want to go higher, this call will go up in price because 147 will become close to the money. The stock's 146. This is a 147 call. It's only barely a dollar out of the money. Stock was to 150 today. Don't think so, but let's say it hits 150 tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Then this is $3 in the money. So this will be trading at $400, three plus a buck. You can sell it and take the $400, add it to your cash, which is $14,100 plus maybe $300 or $400 for what you got for the call when you wrote it, plus this money here, and then use all that to buy back your stock. But at 150, you might be losing $200 or $400. On the other side, if the shares do back off today to like the next few days, to 144, 143, then you can buy them back for probably, with the premium you got on this, for less than what you have. And then these are about 50 cents each. You just blow off. The condor can actually pay him he can still win on this condor trade, even though he was exercised. That's the strength of a condor. That's the upside of a condor trade, depending on how you do it. Hopefully you're getting this and it's not leaving you behind in the dust. Lesson 17, we will be talking about further condor strategies and ways to enhance credits and ways to repair condor trades that don't work out, or credit spreads that don't work out, or you've written calls and they're not quite paying you the way we have to make adjustments. Rollovers. We're going to talk more on rollovers to help you make money no matter how you do it and which way you do it. All right. Thank you all for that. And the comment. I appreciate this comment. I have another email that I want to throw at you. And I just want to double check here. Where is it? Here it is right here. Okay. One of my viewers, which is this is a newbie, is saying to me or asking me, hey, look, I bought 100 shares of Matterport, SoFi, 23andMe. I'm going to hold on to them for a while, but I know that none of these are really option writing candidates right now. Eventually, but should I purchase right now any AI shares? Should I purchase Palantir? Should I purchase GameStop? And could those be candidates for me to start writing covered calls? In the meantime, I'd like to fund my lessons and everything from premiums on these shares or on option rights. What are your thoughts on what I should do? Now, I'm hesitant to. I don't want to recommend anyone's stock to anyone as an outright. Oh, you should definitely buy this right now at this price. It's a joke. You know my opinion on all the stocks that have been mentioned, except for Palantir, because I don't generally follow it. And on the option writing side, you know my opinion as well, that if you were to buy 100 shares of GameStop today at $13.36 right now, you could write $15 calls against GameStop right away as soon as the market opens up this morning. Yes, how long out you go is a question, and you can play that game. Now, I'm just talking about covered calls, okay? So if you buy 100 GameStop and you write a June 24 covered call, as of last night's close, you would get for a $15 call, you'd get about $225 to $260, somewhere in that neighborhood. The last trade was $256. It's a $250 return on a $1,300 investment right away in cash. And now you're committing to sell the stock for $1.60 higher than you paid for it, which is 12% more. Plus you get to keep the $250. So, $160 and $250, $410 to you. Thank you. on a $1,300 investment. You've just turned $1,330 to $1,750 between now and April. Is there something wrong with that trade? No. There's, if you were to be exercised at 15, this is not a bad result. The worry was years ago that, what if the stock were to go to $30 a share overnight? Is anyone worried about GameStop going to $30 tomorrow, day after tomorrow? By the way, I saw the movie Dumb Money last night. Loved it. Loved this movie. I sat there with Jen and going, you remember how we felt back in January 2021 when all this is breaking out? Oh my God. Do I know what Roaring Kitty feels like? Except I wasn't in the trade. I was the observer, as I am today. Oh man, does it bring back memories? Now, coming back to the thing at hand, my viewer is a newbie in the option writing business. And I don't want to overload my viewer with too much information today, because there is so much more this new investor needs to absorb. And this viewer is a sponge. They're just going, show me more, show me more, show me more. Many of you out there are probably saying to yourself, this viewer might be better off buying a deep in the money call on GameStop rather than buying the stock. Because if you have $1,300 available that you can buy the stock with, 100 shares, in theory, you might be able to get 2 deep in the money calls on GameStop. That might be a better move. It all depends on which contract you're after and the pricing of the contracts, because again, the 90-10 rule. But the viewer doesn't know that. The viewer is not aware of the 90-10 rule on poor man cover call writing, because the viewer is brand new into the game. I am more inclined to recommend to the viewer, you could buy 100 GameStop, write a $15 call against it, say till April, take in the $250, fold your arms and watch, and keep taking lessons going forward to learn more and more about rollovers, depreciation, psychology, poor man cover call strategies, credit spreads, and keep absorbing, and watch your trade that you've done here as be an observer of this. And you may find that the next move you make could be, I have 100 GameStop. I'm now going to buy a deep in the money on GameStop if and when I get the right price. And I'm going to write an option on that. That's going to be my second option. Right now, I have 2 options against GameStop, one against 100 shares and one against a deep in the money contract, because I've now learned from Uncle Bruce these stages of what you can do in the option market. And I think that's a conservative, careful way to do it. What do you think? Let me know. Type away. Tell me what you think of what this investor should do, this viewer. When you're new to this channel, and many people are coming in here and they're watching a while and they're trying to figure out what is the gobbledygook they're talking about, how this all works, what should they do, how should they do it? I mean, theoretically, the viewer could buy 200 SoFi right now and just pick them up and decide, I just bought SoFi for $7.50 a share, $7.30 a share, whatever they're trading at. Why don't they just write a $10 call option against their SoFi, good for January 2025, and let the chips fall where they may? Because they don't have 10,000 shares of SoFi. They got a couple of hundred, but they've written 2 calls and they're in the game now. Is that a reasonable thing to do? Or should it be on GameStop, or should it be on something else? AI. I mean, look, AI is the other stock that was questioned. Should the individual look at buying AI shares? They're around $27 last night. Buy 100 shares of AI, write a $30, $32.50 call, good for past the new year into like February, March, April. Bring it up to $5 on a $32.50 against the $27 buy. I like it. I mean, anytime you can get almost 20% of the acquisition cost of a stock from a premium out of the money. Oh my God. If you get this investor got taken out at $32.50, you're making $5 on the the stock, you're getting 5 on the right. That's $10 against $27. The thing is that blows my mind when I tell you this, I talk like this. Let me show you. I mean, it just excites me to no end. I mean, AI is at about $27 a share. All right, and you can write a 3250. All right, into next year. I think it's April, but you guys will know. You guys are watching the quotes. Can you get about $5 in premium for this? That's $500. So you spend $2,700 to buy 100 shares. You get $500 back to write this call right now. So you're into the stock for $2,200. And if you get taken out, just you don't do anything, and you make them exercise you because the stock goes to $33, $34. You get taken out at $32.50. You paid $22 for it, 22-ish. There's your profit, $1,050 between now and April. Not bad. You've turned $2,700 into $3,700. Welcome to the program. This is what we talk about around here. This channel, all the time, we talk about making money doing these option rights. And this is 100 shares, one contract. Okay. You become a viewer of this channel. You take my lessons. You understand the terminology of how this is working. You become comfortable as an option writer. Take this deal right here. Get your hands on 5 classes for the price of 4. Start doing this. I mean, I'm asking you to consider spending $599.99 to get 5 classes. This one contract brings you $500 right now. There's 500 of the 600 you need to get your classes. So if you're going to buy 100 AI, write this call, buy 5 classes, get to work. And if you get taken out, you've turned this into $1,000 profit. There's almost another 5 classes. To understand how to do all of this for the rest of your life, you can do this off of a trade, a simple $2,700 investment. How many of you out there are sitting on $15,000 of garbage, of stock that is garbage, that has just not performed for you whatsoever? You can turn around and take your 15 grand or whatever you got and pick up, I don't know, 400 of these, 500 of these, 500 shares, and write 5 $500 contracts. There's $2,500. You can't buy all my classes for 20. That's too much money. You'll get all my classes, and you'll have a year of this membership right off the first move you're going to make. I mean, we're here because we want to make money, and you are joining people who've been here for over 2 years already, who are looking at these trades going, Bruce, this is 101 that you talked about back in 2021. Why are you bringing this up today? Because new people keep joining this channel, and they keep coming, and they hear about it from you and friends of yours. It wouldn't surprise me that there are people here today who heard about this channel from some of you who've been here for 2+ years. You told somebody who told somebody else who told somebody else, and they don't know who you are, but that somebody else started watching Uncle Bruce, and here they are, and you don't know them, and they don't actually know you, but they heard about you through a third party, and people are here becoming option writers, and we're talking about profits to be made here. I'm trying to, I'm trying to indicate to some of you who don't realize how much money you can make doing this very quickly with very little capital that you have going. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Anyway, thank you for joining in already. Nice to have you here. Constantine is saying to Alberto, I'm keeping an eye on ARM. I have 100 puts with a $48 strike that expire tomorrow. I bought them at 32 cents. After earnings, the stock dropped, so a red day for them is a green day for me. White Feather, sign me up for lesson number 17, please. Alberto Constantine, that is nice work, by the way. Not a lurker. I'm the number 64 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. What else is going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you. People talk to each other about different stuff. I appreciate you all here. Alberto, get the classes. It'll be the best investment you ever make. Thank you, everybody. Pat Markley, I am number 70 on the thumbs up meter, and they keep coming in. Thank you all for that. 75 thumbs ups are now in the house. We're opening in 10 minutes. Thank you to Larry Titus for in advance for hitting those bells for us. I appreciate it. Look, there are a million scenarios here how to get into option writing if you're a newbie. There's a million scenarios once you're into option writing, how to be a more effective option writer. I am desperately trying to cover all of your questions and needs and wants and desires, but you guys are all over the map, and I expect that. Sometimes I'll be ahead of you, sometimes I'll be behind you, sometimes I'll be right beside you, and I'll do the best I can to update you, guide you through this crazy market. AMC shares are in a sharp decline on news of a $350 million stock offering. The company released last night, I think it was last night, their financials. They were talking about how their attendance numbers broke all-time records for the third quarter in history. Thank you, Barbie, and all that. And the shares were sitting at like 10.33, 10.35 earlier this morning. Now they've come out with a filing. We need to raise money. And the stock's at $8.13, down $1.94. The Achilles heel of AMC is how many billions they're in debt. Billions, $5, $8, $9 billion in debt. Despite whatever cash they have on hand, they need more. They need more money for higher interest rates. They need to show the bond market that when they roll over their debt, the bond market has one question. Can you pay the interest? Can you pay? Because the interest is going to be 8 to 10% with these new rates. Your old bonds were 4, 5, 6%. Your new bonds are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12%. Raise some money from your shareholders, interest-free, to show us you have the money to pay our interest, because we, the banker, we call the shot, and AMC needs to dilute their stock to raise money to pay bills. This is the bottom line. There is no way, ifs, ands, or buts around it, and the shareholders are rebelling against it. They're absolutely rebelling against this whole thing. It's unbelievable. Lisi is asking me, Uncle Bruce, do you see any benefits to selling a call credit spread against 100 owned shares of GameStop? Example, if I sell a $15 call, but I also buy a call for a higher strike, the same expiry date. What do you think about that? Well, that is a bear credit spread. That's a spread where you're saying the shares, won't go above this price, and I'll sell a call and I'll buy a call, take a credit spread. I'll get cash. It's half a condor. And as long as the shares don't go over 15, both contracts will die worthless. I'll keep the proceeds. Thank you very much. Is there something wrong with that? No. If you're a shareholder now and you don't want to write a $15 call against your stock because you don't want to get called away, I get you. But theoretically, you know what? Lisa, if you have 100 shares now, you could write 2 calls, one against your stock and one against the call you're buying. So you write a call, get that done, and then do a credit spread where you write a call, buy a call simultaneously, get that done. And now you have 2 calls of premium in your hand and 1 call that you paid for as insurance against the second call. Now you're sitting there crossing your arms and going, okay, I dare you to go up. I'm a shareholder of GameStop. I don't mind if it goes up. It goes to $17. So I get $15 for the stock that I wrote against, and I get to keep the premium. That might be $2.50. So that's $17.50 anyway. And then I got $2.50 for the call I wrote, paid $1 something for the call I bought, and I get exercised on that. So I'm short 100 shares of GameStop over there, flat on the 100 that I got taken out on, and I got all this money. I've got 200 shares at $15 a share. That's $3,000 in selling the stock. I got the $500 in premium by creating the calls. That's $3,500. And I'm only out on the call that I bought, but the call that I bought is up in value because the stock went up in value. So I'll sell that. That's the insurance, and I'll add that to the $3,500 in cash. What do I need to do to get back to where I was a month or two ago? Oh, I need to buy 100 shares. I need to buy 100 shares to flatten out the short, and I need to buy another 100 shares to go long 100 shares, and then what? I'm going to write another call for $20, and I'm going to write another call for $20 and buy a call for $22.50 and do another one of these and take in all that premium. Let's do that. Congratulations. No, there's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. You people are thinking. JD, Uncle Bruce, I took 2 weeks off starting tomorrow. Finally, I think I'll finally get some time to buy and watch some classes. JD says, rock and roll, JD. Your timing is perfect if you're going to grab this deal. Don't forget, if you do this acquisition of $599.99, send me a private email. Say, Bruce, I just sent you $600 US. Here are the 5 classes I'd like to get after the show. I'll send you the links, and you can get going. Interesting comments here. Interesting thoughts on what can you do with these markets. Like I said, we are dealing here with an opportunity, non-stop opportunities here to make money from this option market. Many ways to Sunday. As a writer of contracts, you will win. You're the house. You control the slot machines. You make the rules of the slot machines. I love the idea on GameStop, GME. We're trading at what? 13.21 right now in the pre-market. So we're at 13.21. Okay. Cheap as borscht. But if you multiply that by 4, remember, this is a $52, $53 stock. If you go back to the movie, Dumb Money, it's a $53 stock. Remember when Roaring Kitty bought 50,000 additional shares of GameStop after the congressional hearings he was at? It's $48.95. It's getting close to this price right here, where Roaring Kitty bought in again. In any event, yeah, you can write right now a call against the stock if you want. Let's take a look at Jan 25s. If I've got my bearings correct here, you have to forgive me. January 2025, GameStop calls. 15s will get you 355 to 385 right now, if I'm reading this correctly. Now, I don't know what Lisi is thinking about for timing. Timing can be 3 months from now, a month from now, 4 months from now, 7 months from now, a year from now. I don't know. But January 2025, which I'll just make a note of here. All right. $10 calls. No, not $10. Sorry. $15 calls. I'll get my brain to figure this out. $15 calls. All right. They're trading. They closed last night at 365. Okay. 365. And if I'm making mistakes, you guys let me know. But I think that's correct. The 15s, 365 last trade. So in theory, if you bought the stock a minute before the close and you sold this a minute before the close, you paid $1,321 to get 100 shares. You brought in $365 against it. All right. My rough math in my head, 30% of this money is $369. 3 times that, or $390. So this is almost 30%. This is like 27% of your money back right now if you put the stock up till January 2025. Well, this is November 23. So we're talking 14 months because in 60 days it's 2024. So this is 12, 13, 14 months of time. So in 14 months, you can make 27% on your money. That's what, 20% a year? Can you get 20% a year from your bank right now? Can you even get 20% a year from SoFi on a deposit? No, through 4.65% from SoFi, but not 20+%. So this is a phenomenal return on your investment money, but you got to, like a CD, you got to play this, and then you got to tolerate the value of this stock. if you were to buy a deep in the money call on GameStop with a $5 or $8 strike price under the 90-10 rule, it is possible. Again, maybe not today. Maybe it happens this afternoon. Maybe it happens Monday. You got to be flexible on when it happens. But you put stink bids in to get these contracts. Can you buy 2 deep in the money calls on GameStop so that you could write 2 of these? So now $1,300 invested brings you $730. Oh, all of a sudden people are going, whoa, wait a minute. You're not talking over 40% return on my money to do nothing. Yes, that's right. Now, look, there's risks. If the shares go to $8 a share for whatever reason, yes, these calls will be worthless. You keep all $730. That compensates you $700 against your $1,300 investment. In effect, you paid $600 for those 2 calls. Obviously, if you only buy 100 shares and they go down to $8 a piece, this is worth $800. This gave you $365 against $1,300 compensation insurance. And so these expire worthless or will be virtually worthless. And you will be into this thing for about $9-something and it's trading at $8. By the time this stock reaches 11 or 10.50, if it goes that low, these will drop dramatically as well because they're further out of the money. They're 15s. So if 6-8 months from now, if the stock is only at 10.50, these are going to be less than $1 a piece. What are you going to do? You're going to buy them back and you're going to write $12 calls instead. You're going to drop the price of your contract and buy these back for $1 and write new contracts for $250, giving you another $150 against the cost of your stock. So the first $2 brought this down to $11.21 cost, and now you brought in another $150. You're down to $9.70 cost. You're bringing your cost down the lower the stock goes. Option writers always bring in cash against their investment. This wants to go down again. Another 3-4 months later, it goes down to $8.50. Those $12 calls will drop. You'll buy them back for a third of the price, and you're now going to write 10s, and you're going to bring in another $1.50 credit, maybe $2 credit, which will bring your average cost down to 7-something. You are always where the market is, even if it drops against you. That's what these insurance policies are there for. Obviously, if the shares stabilize and they move up a little bit, you'll slowly buy these back at break even or a slight gain and roll into higher strikes going forward. Yes. And if the shares over a year go from $8 to $12 to $15 again, you'll be writing 1750s. You'll be sitting on calls that are way up in value, and you're on the other side of the equation big time. Or just with the stock itself. Again, welcome to 101 Option Writing, everybody. Nice to have you here. Are you having any fun today? Let's see what's going on. I love that question, Lizzie. I love this question. I'm really glad you posted it. This is a very good question. Maria is here. Good morning. I am number 82. Good morning, everybody. Credit Savage. Good morning, simpletons, degenerates. Uncle Bruce, looks like we may end up the day in the green. Jobless claims are up. Larry, we are going live, baby. We are trading. We're up and running. We're open. It's happening. Get ready to rock and roll. What's up, Beach Boy? Que pasa, Alberto? Hope you guys are making cheese. Richard Carlin, thanks, Larry. Manager, look at my prediction. SoFi is below 7. Polo, SoFi smashed this AM. Polo Blue. SoFi is in the 6, and definitely a good time to buy. Polo, a problem might go more. Problem. I don't know. We'll find out. We're here to observe and make money and strike when the iron is hot. That is what we're here for, and that's how we do it. Thank you all for joining me this morning for this show. I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look at our watch list and see what we've got going on. The Dow is up 15, I think. S&P is up 4, NASDAQ up 18. Not a major up move, but it is slightly positive. Rocket Lab is up 8. SoFi is down 44 to 687, a bargain to say the least. This has got to make Manager really happy, and I really am hoping Manager is here and checking out his calls spreads. Make that rollover, buddy. GameStop down 13 cents. Matterport is up 5 cents to 262. ME down 7 to 84 cents. Spire down 15. ATIP no change yet. SmartRent down maybe 2 cents. Apple up 48. Goldman up 129. Cisco down $1. Tesla down 390 to 218. We've got ARC up 16 cents. Microsoft down 20 cents. Pfizer down 4. HPQ up 9. Google down 4. Amazon down 4. Nvidia up 9.20 to 475. We got Unity up a penny. AI up 13 cents. Adobe up 240. Spiders are up 28 cents. The Netflix up 22. The Qs are up 21 cents. IBM down 32. Back to that IBM trade. We're down 32 cents. So the lower the stock goes, if IBM keeps dropping, then my viewer will have an easier time to deal with his 100 share short position because of his condor. All right, 146.02 is where I see it at this second. IBM 146.02. At the moment, he's short at 141. He wrote a 147 call on the condor. So he's still long this call, but he is short 100 shares at 141. So he was paid $14,100 plus his premium that he received when he wrote the 141 call. I'm going to guess it's $3 odd as a wild guess. So he's sitting on $14,400. And this call might go up in value if the stock goes up. But if the stock goes down, which it is now, this call will lose value and have less to it. But the lower the stock goes, the cheaper it is to buy it back. And so if it wants to go down a couple of bucks to 144, it's going to cost at 144 $14,400 to buy it back. And he has $14,400 in his account to buy it back. Hello. So this is what we're looking at here. This condor is not going to cost him any money if the stock drops in price. The question is, will it, and how much? That's the question. 145.95 now. 145.95. We're going lower on IBM. This is good news for my viewer. Okay. There you go. This is what's happening in this marketplace today. Matterport is moving up, says Splair. Welcome, Uncle Bruce. I rolled it over 3,743 contracts for a 14-cent debit. Beautiful move. That I'm so glad to hear this. I'm hoping you did the tens. I'm hoping you moved up 5 and strike for only 14 cents. I'm hoping that's what happened. Lizzie, thanks for your helpful answer, Uncle Bruce. Yes, that GameStop call credit spreads idea was to profit, increase my shares, get called away. There you go. There you are. Like I said, there are many of you out there who watch me casually or intently, and many people of all of you who are here, you are aware of friends, relatives, co-workers, buddies, work associates, all the contacts you've made. You know people that are sitting on tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of investments in the market, and they're not getting anything for it while they're holding it. And there are people out there holding, conservatively IBM stock, Apple stock. They're holding GameStop shares. They're holding, all the stocks from, $5 to $500 a share. And so many of these folks could be generating huge revenues, thousands of dollars every couple of months, just writing options. Whether it's a very conservative, $10 out of the money, 3 months at a time kind of strategy, where they're bringing in $2 a contract on 1,000 shares, or bringing in $2,000 every 2-3 months, and a dividend, and they're never going to get exercised because they're so far out of the money. There's others who can do credit spreads, which we've talked about. Iron Condor trades can be done. Clients, people can rearrange their financial holdings to now hold, say, deep in the money calls on Apple, on Microsoft, on Google, Amazon, on they can get into condor writing on Qs, SPY. I mean, very, 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 very widespread trades. Their advisors are never going to call them and tell them to do this. They don't know how. This is the thing. It's not like there are financial advisors who are conspiring with each other and say, let's not tell Frank that we could bring in $8,000 today into his account. Let's not tell him that. Even though he told us last week his engine blew in his Lexus and he's got to rebuild it and he needs $6,000 cash, we're going to let him just sell some stuff and get him the money. What could be done is we could just write some call options for Frank on his portfolio, and that'll bring in 10 grand, and we'll send him 6 grand for a new engine. Oh, they're not conspiring to do that. They don't know that that can be done. That's the reality. Licensed asset managers, licensed, experienced, do not know how options work from the entire angle. They only know how to buy and sell a contract, and you might lose your money. That's all they know. They do not know how to write contracts. They don't know iron condors. They don't know credit spreads. Clueless. And their managers and their bosses will not even allow them to talk to their clients about this strategy. And those guys' bosses, those men and women, their top management, they have one philosophy and one philosophy owning. Talk to your people about retaining capital in the firm and attracting more capital. That's all we're after. Let our pros in New York, in Wall Street, handle their money for them. And that's all we want you to do. And we will hire and fire managers of brokerage firms or locations of our company throughout the United States. We will hire and fire managers who do not bring in asset gatherers that deliver enough money into the house. It's as simple as that. So if there's a wealth advisor in a cubicle or a little office in a regional office in your hometown, and they got 20 of those kids, men and women that are 25 to 55 years old, these people are under unbearable pressure from their managers. And there are levels in that house, right in that branch. There's probably 3 different kinds: assistant managers and oh, it's bad. They're under unbearable pressure to get on the phone to keep bringing in money. And I wouldn't be surprised that people who have accounts with some of these outfits that get phone calls all the time saying, hey, do you know anyone else that wants to use our services? They're looking for referrals. Because after all, you made 6% on your money last year. Do you know someone else would be really happy to make 6% on their money? They're under unbearable pressure to bring in millions of dollars a month of additional capital per rep in the house. The manager of the house is under unbearable pressure to bring in $100 million a month more in cash to manage, in assets to manage. And all the branches are under unbearable pressure to bring in billions of dollars a year more in assets to have it managed by the pros in New York. It just goes up and up and up. And at the very top of the management company, at the very top of that wealth management firm, are 5 to 25 people that are at the upper echelon of that entity that make $1 million and multi-million dollar bonuses every year, being able to put the pressure on their lower managers and their lower managers and lower managers. And these lower level people, they get thousands of dollars in bonuses. Thousands. They might some get 200,000, some get 50,000, some get $25,000. Others get fired because they don't hit the target. And that is the pressure that is put on these people from Wall Street. Because when you're addicted to a private jet, you're addicted to 3 houses, one in Hawaii, one in Texas, and one in New York. Your wife is addicted to Goldman Sachs going addicted to Tiffany's and Prada and Jimmy Choo shoes, and your daughters and your sons are addicted to the finest private schools and the finest summer getaways, you are under unbearable pressure to keep millions of dollars in bonuses coming into your hands to maintain this high-end lifestyle. This is the game that is being played upon all of you out there. And friends and associates, you're trying to break the rules to self-manage yourself, self-manage your assets for a much higher return immediately to give yourself a chance at a retirement that has dignity to it. You're not trying to get your own private jet. You're just trying to survive, man, because you're not going to get it from Social Security. You can forget about that. And your retirement plan at work is a joke. And you know it's a joke because there's no guarantees that your retirement plan is worth jack squat by the time you do retire. How many Canadians, well, Americans in particular, but some Canadians and others, how many people do you know have heard of over the years that worked 30 years for an organization and then the organization failed, got taken over by somebody else, or it got knocked off its perch, and the retirement monies were all wasted as well? They worked for nothing and had nothing to show for it because they were leaving their money to be managed by the advisors to the company. No. You gotta self-manage. In my humble opinion, it is worth your while to study how to manage your own assets to learn how this market works. That's what it's all about. Okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. What's going on? Let's take a look at the markets. I haven't had time to even look at the quotes. We're down 20 on the Dow. We're down a point on S&P. We're up 1.5 on NASDAQ. We're not going anywhere on this market. Spire is down 11. Enphase up 67 cents. Spiders are down a penny. Triple Qs are up 3 pennies. GameStop is down 3 cents. SoFi $6.76. The low $6.75 on 13.8 million. There is a bargain to be had here right now. A limited time offer, I think, here. Apple down a nickel. I mean, wow. Netflix up 133. Adobe down 128. AI up 35 cents. NVIDIA is up 720. Tesla down 568. Rocket Lab up 7 cents. Matterport up 2. SmartRent down 4. Owens Corning up 150. ATIP up 75 cents to 847. Unity up 7 cents. Google down 18. Moderna down a penny. Cisco down $1. Pfizer down 6 cents. IBM down 93 to 145.44. Here we are, 145.44 now on IBM. 145.44. Changes all the time. You guys know. 145.44. The difference between this price and this exercise price of $141 a share on that contract, that 141 contract, is now $4.44. That's the difference. If this contract is trading at $1, then the difference is $3.44. And if you receive $3 to write it, it's 44 cents. Quickly, as the shares slip just a little more, this viewer will actually make money. They will actually make money on their Condor. If the stock drips to 143, they will have more money in credit than they need to buy it back. And that's their profit on the Condor. And this is 2 weeks before the Condor expires. Very interesting. All right, let's keep going. Goal Manager says Touchgrass. Thank you. Where are we at now? Got 200 more SoFi at 691. Way to go, Testy Donkey. JR, number 86, good morning. Lame Duck. So, Uncle Bruce, if I write a January 2025 and the stock goes up, rolling up when you are at max time without rolling another year, how do you do that without losing stock or money? I don't understand the question for sure. I don't understand. If I write a Jan 2025, okay, the stock goes up, rolling up when you're at max time. You're not at max time. If the stock goes up in the next few months, you're looking now at 2026 contracts, maybe even 2027s. And so you'll be able to roll forward in time if you need to roll forward in time. I hope that answers it. It seems like there's a lot of pressure this morning, but the spiders and Qs have a lot of support. Really not like the big seven. Lame Duck, if the stocks drop, I understand. Roll back in time. Yes. Bobby ME, either, I don't know what this means. Dude, okay, Uncle Bruce, I've got an Iron Condor on Google. December 1 expiry. I got a 371 credit on. The call side is being tested, 132.42. What are your thoughts on my Google right now? On your Google, let me see what Google is doing. Hang on, I got to get to 133.25 is where we're at right now. You're a 132.42. Okay. You don't need to do anything, actually. December 1 expiry, 3 weeks from now. Plenty of time, but the puts that you created, they must be worthless. They must have really gotten crapped out. You could probably roll those into another credit, so you can bring them closer to the market and bring in 30 cents, 60 cents, 80 cents more in cash from the moving of the puts. Use that to adjust your 132s to 133s if necessary, or 134s. Leave the 142s alone. Don't do anything with those. Tighten the spread if necessary. Use the credit from the put credit to up your value of your call. So buy back and write a 33. See what I'm saying? Now, you might have to close both positions, call puts, to do a rollover into a higher move. I don't know for sure. Or do nothing, because we're not, there's nothing happening here. We're down 21 on the Dow. We're not going anywhere. We are in a situation where today, in the next hour or 2 or 3, Google might be down $3 a share in value, just fluctuate value. We are on a 9-10 day winning streak. This could be over today. It could be all over today with a $2-3 drop. Nothing serious. Do this. Sit tight, do nothing. And if the stock does drop a little bit, then look to move your put, because you'll want to get a higher premium on the next set, but don't move the call. Looking good. JD, secret is always to pretend like you make a lot less than you do. DH just picked up 300 SoFi at 675. Uncle Bruce, credit service, took a position on Enphase, $75 cash secured puts for February, and I took an $8 of premium. I like this Enphase, not just here. I like it at 67. Assign me, make me buy this stuff at $67 so I can write an $80 call and get $5 to $10 on that call. Thank you very much. Laughing out loud. Yes, this is doable as well. It's not cheap to play Enphase. I mean, it's a 75. What's the stock trading at now? $77 a share. So you need 7,700 just to do one of these, but get in 800 against it to have a $67 buy. Not bad. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Welcome to the world of options, everybody. We're down 25 on the Dow. We're down 3. We're up 3 on S&P. We're up 21 on NASDAQ. We're going to see a lot more volatility now because we're dealing with a winning streak. And the Dow lost its edge yesterday. These other two markets, S&P, NASDAQ, are now under pressure. And there are gamblers out there nervous. They're very nervous because they're up for the last week and a half, but at any time they could get wiped out. What should they do? And there's what we're watching. Brian, did I miss something? What's up with SoFi, our darling? Brian, number 94, good morning. Welcome to the show. I haven't heard anything on SoFi. I haven't heard any word on SoFi. I haven't heard anything that I'm aware of. If anyone out there knows anything, you let me know. Let us know. SoFi 685 is the last trade. The low of the day, 671. That's what I've got. I am not sure what, if anything, is to, what? Nothing. I have no idea. I got nothing. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I see nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm just. What a great deal to write cash secured puts. You can write 9s, you could write 8s, bring in some nice cash. That's what I'd be doing here. I'd be looking at writing cash secured puts on SoFi. Take the money. 18 million traded. Look, maybe somebody got sold out that had a problem with something else. It could be an institutional investor that lost money on some other deal and they need to sell SoFi to cover their debit along with other stocks. I don't know. It's a one-off. We were down to 670. We're now 686. Limited opportunity to move in here. Maybe. I can't say any more now. I'm totally without an answer at the moment. But you're not shaking my confidence in this thing. Look at Rocket Lab. We're up now. 438 on Rocket Lab. Matterport up to 261. Smart Rent only down 5 cents after that big gain. 328 now, 327.5. Looking good. We've got ATIP at 808, up 36 cents on 842 shares. It doesn't take much to move ATIP. Where was I on something else? Yeah. Spire yesterday is coming out. It looks to me like they're indicating that they're going to be a positive cash flow profitable next year. Stocks at 450 on Spire after the rollback, down 18 this morning. That is one to follow. I like those guys. I just there's something about them I like. Okay. IBM 146.03. Just look at this stock. Look how it's running. IBM is mirroring the market, and the market now is down 17 on the Dow. We're up 2 on S&P. We're up 20 on Nasdaq. A nothing burger going on. Oil up only 88 cents to 76.19 now. Not looking good on oil either. All right. What else? Yeah, John Song is saying, I heard that Chief Executive Risk Officer unloaded shares, and I suspect that he may have bought shares under option, sold shares, paid the tax, and bought more, but I can't confirm any of that right now. Something about the new info on a 10Q coupled with insider selling. Brian, wasn't that a couple of days ago, or was there more? Bobby, 10 more SoFi at market. I'm nibbling this thing. Manager, I had predicted SoFi would be close to 680, and that is precisely the prophecy has come true. Dude, shorter attacking SoFi again, plus more crappy analysis saying hold at 7. Touch grass, tax loss harvesting, accept the dips. Pat Markley. That was on Monday. Again, we know we've been following developments all week, always. It's not a company problem. I think it's a shareholder problem or shareholders problems, but not SoFi problems. SoFi's doing great, but it is what it is, and we've got to tolerate it. There's nothing we can do but tolerate and take advantage of the dips if we get them. If we can, that's what we do. Writing cash ticket puts right now on SoFi, I think, is a brilliant idea. But that's one man's opinion, and everyone else decides for themselves. So thank you all for being with us again today. Those of you who have been here as lurkers, subscribers, I thank you. The members of this channel, thank you all for being members, especially you Gold Bagel members and new Gold Bagel members and upgrade members. Those of you upgrading your membership, thank you so much for all of that. We appreciate it. We're running along here, trying to build the channel. 96 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Beautiful. And welcome all to the party as we continue on the road to fun. All right. What do we got here? And Credit Savage of Wall Street says, like Enphase, Uncle Bruce, they took a hit. I'm long. Also took those $800 from Enphase Premium, sold a $7 put for SoFi in January. Took in $1.10 and used the rest of that money to buy more Matterport. This is how you do it. There you go, man. This is how you do it. Constantly managing your money and your assets to maximize returns, diversify your holdings. Let's go, baby. They're handing it to you from every angle. Why not? Thank you all very much for joining in today. This is terrific. Nice to have you all here. 96 thumbs ups and counting. Love it. I just love that you're all here. And thank you, those of you who are members. of the channel. Thank you very, very much. You are the best. We appreciate it, Jen and I, very much. All right. See what's going on. We got tons to watch. Right now, the Dow down 9, up 15. We're going to get volatility today and tomorrow for a while. A tax loss selling is just starting to come in. Tax loss selling is now coming into this market. That will put pressure on it, I think. And that might beget more selling to take off losses and stuff. Remember that 30-day buyback rule. Brian, I have about 1,000 in margin. Think I should write cash secured puts on SoFi and then buy stock with the premium. What do you think I should do? I'd keep the dry powder, but yeah, you want to write a cash secured put for $8 for January 2025 or something like that. I don't know what you get for it. I don't have it on my screen, but check it out. What can you write? What can you write for the best return on your dough? There's a thought. We're 680 on the stock right now. We were down to 671 on the options. My options are 10 minutes behind, so I'm not on top of the markets in a very, very up to date way. But Jan 25 call or puts. What can you write? Because there aren't that many strikes. We have gaps in the strikes, obviously. $7. You can write them for 176, 180. You can write $10 puts for 375, 380 as of 10 minutes ago. There's a $10 right that you can look at. If the stock reaches $8.50, $9 in the next 3 months, 3 months, those puts are worth $2 book value. They might trade at $2.80. You'll already be up $1 on them. Again, up to you. This is cheap, really ridiculous. Under $12 a share right now. This is kind of stupid, but hey, the market is stupid. So welcome to dumb money. Welcome to dumb money. Okay, what else? Uncle Bruce, now that I have rolled it over SoFi, what should be the strategy to get out of those covered calls completely? Right now, manager, you're in a scenario here where you've got a $10. I'm assuming you've written $10 calls. You right now are comfortably allowing the shares to, you're going to nibble on them when you can. You're going to keep getting them. I know that. And you don't have to do a damn thing now for the next few bucks a share. You really don't. You're going to watch these shares. If they go back to the 7, 8, 9 range, you're just going to go, great. You can't take me out until it goes over 10. So I dare you to do it. Enjoy the capital gain. The contracts will probably hang around here, may go up a little bit if the stock goes up, of course. You don't care. Time is on your side. If 5 months goes by, 6 months, and we're only at $8, $9, your calls will probably sink because of time loss. You anytime you want can buy those back. But right now, you don't do a thing. You cross your arms, relax, and make money doing what you're doing. Boggle, hi, Uncle B. Something I don't understand. If I write a cash secured put on SoFi for $10 January, I could get exercised right now for a loss? No. If you write a put contract right now for January 2025, and they pay you $375, I think that's the number. You get paid $375 right now to do this. You are paying $625 for the stock because you're putting up $10 to get $375 back, right? So you've put up $625 of your money, right? You put up $1,000, you got $375 back. You're into this trade for $625. That's $625 a share. It's trading at $680. If you get exercised today, you're a happy camper. You're going, oh, Oh, okay. I just bought the stock for 625. It's trading at 680. I'm up. What are you going to do now? You could just sell the stock at 680, and you've got $1,075. Write another $10 contract, $10 put all over again, the same one again. Take the money and say, I dare you to do this every day. Take me out, make me buy it, I'll just sell it. I'll write another cover call. You could just do that. But if you did buy the stock at 625, it's trading at 680, $7, you could actually say, well, I'm going to write a call option on this option. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a $10 call for Jan 2025. Bring in, was it $2.50? I don't even know what you're going to get for it. Take that money and go, okay, well, now I'm into the stock for 425. And then fold your arms and go, take me out at 10. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Lame Duck, is Dumb Money streaming? Yeah, no, it's on.
What do we see it on?
I don't remember. What are we using to get it?
Apollo.
Apollo. We have an Apollo's thing. We watched the movie last night. Love Dumb Money. BW SoFi, open interest on the $6 puts for November 17 now sits at 57,453 contracts and 1,000 in volume in the first 30 minutes. Market makers have a plan into next week. Under 7 today is the first salvo in his opinion. BW IMO in my opinion. All right, on Bobby, cash secured put January 2026 $10 SoFi just wrote for 420. Bobby is such a generous person. Bobby is willing to pay $5.80 to buy SoFi shares.
Oh,
Bobby, you are a humanitarian. There ought to be an order of Canada for you and a statue in Ottawa in your honor. You are a very sweet, generous person.
He's a giver.
He's a giver.
He gives.
Bobby gives. Thank you, Bobby. Boggle says, gotcha. Thanks. Bobby, now trying for a second one at 4:30. I want a second statue. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen from JR. How you doing there, pal? The markets, the Dow just went red. We're down 60 to 80 points right now. We just went red fast. We're down 7 on S&P. We're down 15 on NASDAQ. All three indexes just went red. I don't know. Somebody said something. Somebody said something. IBM 145.73.
Gotta be starting something.
We're going lower on the IBM. Oh, isn't that interesting? This market's going down. Some sample quotes. Let's take a look here. I don't know what happened. Somebody said something. Who said something? Okay.
Did you say something?
Did you say something? Spire's down 42 cents. Somebody said something. Enphase up 54. The Spiders are down 71. The Qs are down 52. GameStop down 12. SoFi down 51. Apple down 26. Netflix is only up 27 cents. Adobe down 26. It got up to 589.90. It's now 585. Adobe's getting hit. AI is still up 14. Nvidia's up $8. Tesla down 740. Rocket Lab up a penny. What else? Unity down 16. Google down 45. Moderna down 75. Cisco down 97. Pfizer down 20. IBM down 55. 145.82. HPQ up 9. Microsoft down $1.36. Amazon down 44. Home Depot down $5. Goldman down 98 cents. Vanik up 175. Boeing up 370. Holding. Facebook is negative. It was 322. It's now 319. Target down 120. Costco down 360. Walmart down 66. DraftKings down 75. AMC at 884. Still getting hit. Somebody said something somewhere about something else, and the markets went, and here we go. Down dip has come in, and we're backing off. Manager, Uncle Bruce, you have a Rugman shirt on, so go figure. Marcus, I am number 101 on your thumbs up meter. IBM X dividend is today, so do expect it to be down as well. Interesting. That's why my friend got exercised at 141. They wanted the dividend. The good news for my friend is that this price will drop, so he will see the difference of 444 shrink even more. Just sit tight and
Buys it
wait.
back
Cross
today, he
your
gets the dividends
arms.
as well.
Credit Savage Bobby just got 42% of his money back today. What is wrong with that trade? Any banks giving you 42% on your money? If you save your money with them until 2026, any bonds going to make you this? No. Well done, Bobby. Beautiful job. JR, Tesla, slide right off into the ocean. Again, it's emotion. We're here in an emotional environment. BW, my BIL jumped in the pool, and I'm waiting for his first shrinkage. My BIL best, I don't know. He bought 100 AI at 27.42. Brother-in-law had him money grab, and he wrote a Jan 25.30 for 7.40. Come get him at 37.40. Giddy up. Well done. Love that. Easy money. Just easy money. We're down 75 on the Dow, 6.5 on S&P, down 8 point. We're down 10 now on NASDAQ. We just dropped 2 points. 81 on the Dow. We're down. Oil is up $1. We got something going on here. Bro-in-law says BW. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Dude, if he's short on ex-dividend date, does he owe the dividend? How does that work? I'm not sure if he's on the hook for the dividend. What do you know about that? I'm trying to remember my old rules here.
If you're short.
He might be, might not be.
No.
But if he is short, the dividend, the dip in the stock is his payoff, you see. So it comes back both ways. Alberto, Bobby, Noyce, Brian, Uncle Bruce, I sold SoFi covered calls January 2025s at $10 for $1.75 last week. They're now $1.15. I'm going to put in a stinker to buy them back. This is wonderful. There you go. Credit Savage. Uncle Bruce, I got my brother-in-law to start watching you. He's already bought a few classes and sold his first contracts.
Oh, good for him.
He's hooked. He already lives in Hawaii. I mean, he already lives in Hawaii. Now he'll get paid to live in paradise, where Credit Savage goes to visit him in Hawaii and has to pay to go visit him in paradise. JR, my platform says if I'm short on an option, I get to pay the dividend also. There you go. Yes. So he'll have to pay the dividend. It'll come out of his account. They'll just take a debit, but his stock is dropping in lieu of that. There's your thing. But the market is dropping as a whole right now. And so I think IBM will also go down with the market somewhat, is my guess. But as I speak, it's up 3 cents. So make me a liar. There you go. Brian, hook, line, and sinker. He's hooked into this.
Well, you can buy bigger toys.
Bigger toys in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You drop $2,700 to buy a stock. You get paid $700 to offer it for sale at a higher price than you paid for it. I think you're hooked. It's kind of worth your while taking these classes to understand the nuances of how all of this works. Okay. There you go. Marcus, if you get assigned on because of an ex-dividend, you lose your stock, but you don't own the dividend. You own dividend when you are short stock. Well, he got assigned, so he's short 100 on the assignment, so he owes the dividend because he's short 100 shares. The dividend has to be paid. He's been assigned. There you go. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay.
There it is.
Anyone having fun here? I'm having fun.
I'm stealing this.
Yet again. Well, that's okay. I'm not using it by all means. How you doing, by the way?
I'm good. I just came in to steal this. Quick high. Back out.
It's been a fun morning. It's gorgeous out today. Pure sunshine right here.
It's lovely.
About 45 out, maybe 40 something.
It's crisp.
It's crisp. Calgary, actually, right now, it's 27 degrees.
Well,
looks like it's 45.
We had a cool morning.
We're going up to 44. Yeah. We're going up to 44 today. 45 tomorrow. 48 Saturday. 49 on Monday. That'll be the warmest we get. And then 44, 39, 38, but back to 48 next Saturday. So we're going to hang in there. And it's seasonal and it's sunny. It's all sunny here.
Dry.
Mainly dry. The snow is gone,
Don't want rain.
but just
No rain and then it freezes.
Jen, just so you're aware,
No. Okay.
Palm Desert right now 60.
Yeah.
High of 76 today.
See? You know what that is? That's
Sunday-
turn your furnace on.
Sunday
Weather.
80. No furnace weather with 80 highs and
Wow.
50-degree
Great.
lows. The lows are 55. We don't turn the furnace on in Palm
No.
Desert with that.
No.
Hell no. The
55 is still leave
the
the
heat
window
retains
open.
in the house. No, the furnaces don't turn on yet in Palm Desert. So there you go. Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, not what we call shabby.
Chavet.
You know.
Not too chavet.
No, we're all good, folks. Thank you for
Okay,
being
thanks.
here, Jen.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
fun.
as always. Great to see you. And
Yoink.
yoink! There you go. All right. Let's see. Credit Savage. Au contraire, mon frere. I never go to pay to Hawaii. I never pay to go. I use my airline and credit card points to get tickets to go to Hawaii. By the way, my brother-in-law is an ex-Marine, so the guy deserves some good luck. Beautiful. Brian, Uncle Bruce, those January 2025 cash secured $10 strikes are $3.80 to $3.90. I can only offer 5-cent increments. What should I do? Sell for $3.85. Yes. Stink offer, 1 nickel below the lowest zone. Marcus, if you own dividend on next dividend, you have, and if you have poor man covered calls, if not, if you own the stock. Bobby, second snow fall in Ontario, first one to stay on the ground for more than an hour. It's beginning. Unfortunately, winter is coming to Ontario. JR by Jen, go Rugman. Credit Savage, those same SoFi 10 January 25 covered calls that Brian sold. I did the same, except I asked for 159.65. The shame, 50 contracts, brought in a few dollars, looking to buy back soon. Manager, I am so relaxed from the threat of exercise that I will have my Johnny Walker tonight. There you go, my friend. Way to go, manager. You have just, in my humble opinion, you have locked in the possibility of another $1.8 million in your pocket by that move for 14 cents a contract. I love it. I'm so glad to hear this. My blood pressure is dropping. I am just relieved. All right, we're down 87 points on the Dow, down 4.5 on S&P. We're up 4 points on NASDAQ. The volatility is coming in here, and I don't know what makes markets move 100 points in 5 minutes, but stuff happens here now, and it's been happening today to get jumps, up and down jumps. So volatility is building, and I don't know what to make of it. The VIX is up 10 cents to 1455. Nothing stupid. It's just we're not going straight up anymore on these markets. We could have a down day today on all 3 indexes, but how much, I don't know. Okay, dude, Uncle Bruce, I want to thank you for having Tesla trade within a $20 range for just about 20 days. I just love watching an easy green condor, 834 premium coming my way. Giddy up, babies. Giddy up. Here we go. Dough is being handed to my viewers from this option market. That's all there is to it. Enphase is up $1, by the way, 77.92. The Qs are up 35. The spiders are down 37. It's a mixed bag market. The Dow's down 82 odd points. GameStop is only down 9. SoFi now is up to 688. It has come back from 670 to 688. Apple up 16 cents. Netflix is up 99 cents. Adobe is up 82 cents. We are not running away on this market. AI is up 56 cents, almost 2%. NVIDIA is up because earnings are coming down later this month, 476. Tesla down 720 at 214.93. We've got Rocket Lab up ½ penny. Matterport up 5.5. Smart Rent down 6. Owens Corning up 75. ATIP is up 36 cents. Unity down 18. Google down 3. Moderna down 61. Cisco down 81. Pfizer down 26. IBM holding 146.40, up 3. High of the day 146.59. Low 145.28. Just went red, negative a penny on IBM, 146.36 at the moment. Okay. HPQ up 14. Microsoft down $1.05. ME83. Amazon is down 23 cents. Home Depot down 5.62. Vanik up $2. Goldman Sachs down 58. Boeing up 340. Meta up 94 now. Target down 113. JP Morgan just up 3 cents. Costco down 3.85. Walmart down 61 cents. Disney having a good day up 89.98. Don't know how much longer that will last though. American Airlines up 6. DraftKings down $1.08 and AMC down 127 to 882. Royal Caribbean down 3 cents. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see. We're down 111 on the Dow. We just dipped again. 30 points in 3 minutes. Just happened. S&P down 7.7. NASDAQ just went red. It's down 10 points. Okay. Diam says, Brian, my margin account doesn't have the correct level to sell cash secured puts. I will apply for that right now. Credit Savage of Wall Street. It all starts with class number 1, kids. There's no magic bullet here. No shortcuts. Just learn this stuff. Force yourself to have a better life. It's a thing. There's a reason why Wall Street people are enjoying the good times with the finest restaurants, the finest resorts when they go on a holiday. They travel first class or business class wherever they go. The higher ups travel in private jets. They are members of clubs. They take in the Super Bowl every year like it's nothing. They see the Masters every year like it's nothing. They go to the Indianapolis 500 if they want. They can go to Europe for a long weekend and whatever. There's a reason they do that. One, the knowledge. They were all born naked like the rest of us. We were all born naked. They all had to go to school as kids. They all had to go to high school. They all had to go to college. They all had to study. Then they had to figure out how Wall Street works. They had to understand the nuances. They have to understand the psychology of the markets. They were good at it. I give them all this credit. There's credit to be given to people in Wall Street that do very well for themselves. They deserve all the credit in the world. But they have the knowledge because they acquired it. However they did it. Maybe their mom and dads were in the market. Their uncle was in the market. They had a summer job with JP Morgan. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They found and got the knowledge and kept studying how this market really behaves and works. I'm saying to you, this old broker, I'm not from Wall Street, I'm from Canada. I studied, I followed the markets, and I'm just shooting it back to you as fast as I can. But if you truly want to get a leg up and be able to refer back to the knowledge, you grab these right here. Grab the classes and say to yourself, you know what, for $600, I'm going to grab 5 classes, or for $1,200, I'm going to grab 10. $1,800, I'll grab 15 classes, and I'll throw them another $150 and get the last one. $1,950 I'm going to spend to earn thousands of dollars a week, a month, a quarter for the rest of my life. Because once you own these classes, you can watch them again and again and again, and you will be writing forever. And you're going to join the kids in Wall Street in your way. You're going to write your 5 contracts, your 10. You're going to do 15, 20, whatever. You're going to do iron condors in your level, in your demographic. And you're going to make another bunch of money come into your life. You're going to bring cash into your house from an outside source that doesn't require you to commute anywhere and commit to a company and hope in 5 years that the retirement plan that they put together has any value to it. You're just going to take control of it here. But you have to invest in yourself, time and money. Not a lot of money and not a lot of time. Am I asking you to study for 15 years? Am I telling you to go to medical school for 8 years? Are you going to become a lawyer over the next 7, 8 years? No, you're going to take these classes and get a pretty good handle on what the hell this is all about. And if you write one call on AI, you can bring in your first $700. That covers that. Become a Gold Bagel member. Get your daily trade tip of the day. Hang out with me Wednesday nights for the primetime live show. If you want it, you're going to get it. If you don't do at least this, well, you're not serious. You're a pretender. You talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. I get it though, and everyone else here gets it. If there are people here watching who are not going to do this, everyone in this room, this chat room, they all know, because they have tried desperately to tell every brother-in-law, every sister, every uncle, every parent, every friend, people they know that are in dire financial circumstances. I mean, they are in cash flow hell. There are people here who have tried to help people out by saying to them, why don't you watch Uncle Bruce for a while? And you should take some of his classes. They won't do it. Everyone here knows this. This is normal. 1 in 10 players of the market would even think about what we're talking about. 1 in 100 will do it, will write a call option. 1 in 100. That's all. You're part of a very select group of people. And that's why there's only 140 people watching me right now. I'm looking at my meter here. It's 140. There's only 140 people here. But you multiply this by 100 people, that's 14,000. That you represent 14,000 investors easily. There are 14,000 others that don't do what you do. If you're here writing options, you're one of a handful. And this is absolutely options 101 normal. Believe me, you cannot find, I dare all of you to find me, tell me that you know a stockbroker that would talk to you about writing options. You tell me if you know of one that would actually do it for you, that will actually work with you to help you write options. Can you tell me that you know a wealth advisor that has an option writing program as part of their advisory services to your wealth management? Really? Do you know one? Is it really? Personally, I'm not talking about an entity. I heard of a company that does it. No, I'm talking about, do you know a person? Have you ever met a human being in real life that has talked to you about the idea that you can write options to make money from your investments? I defy you to find one. I defy you. You're never going to find one. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Okay. We got to move on. Hi, everybody. Hello. What else is going on here? I just want to make sure I'm on top of all these comments. JR, Credit Savage of Wall Street. It's a wonderful thing. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, number one. Uncle Bruce is right. I'm just a regular guy, yet we take a few vacations a year, and I make sure my kids have a nice childhood. Matter of fact, next week I'm taking him to the Waldorf Astoria for 5 days. JR, the Credit Savage of Wall Street, your kids are so lucky to have a great dad like you. Way to go. Hector, Uncle Bruce, Unity Software reports today. What are your expectations? I have no idea. I do not know. And you know what? It doesn't matter what I think, and it doesn't matter what it does, because the stock will tell you what to do next. Isn't that the beauty of being an option writer? It doesn't matter. I talked about an iron condor October the 17th on Unity. I told viewers at that time the stock was 28.38, and I told viewers that a 2025 put position and a 33.38 call position would be a really good move. $1.30 credit back on the 17th of October. The stock's 25.89. It was 25.38. The stock is doing perfectly. All those contracts expired worthless. It was a beautiful trade, and we can do it again. Touch grass. You can lead a horse to water, but yeah. Number 2, Credit Savage. Number 2, it's a wonderful thing. It's wonderful knowing that my retirement will probably be okay, and my kids will have the option to choose the nice college. 100,000 turns into 400,000 quicker than you can think, and then 1 million. Just get started. Credit Savage. Uncle Bruce is right. I have tried to tell my coworkers so many times about investing and writing options. I always lose them at, You use your shares as collateral and keep the premium. Always laughing out loud. They can't swallow it. They can't handle it. JR, Uncle Bruce, today is a great day to understand the power of folding the arms. I wanted so bad to get out of my Tesla positions without making much. And look at what is happening today. This is why we cheer red days. Farmless. Ugh, stressful morning, but I managed to push things out to February and salvage something. Time to reset and start over. The credit savage, even my brother-in-law, who is watching now, my wife and I told him years ago about Uncle Bruce. And it took him a while to commit and to start watching Uncle Bruce. Then once he got it, now he's making money. Well, it's never too late to make money. Welcome to the party, pal. Dude, even my brother-in-law who is watching now, where am I? Sorry, dude. Splair TV. Just saw my MSRT position finally in the green. Are you in that one? Credit Savage. Unity is a $75 stock. Too much downward pressure. Just sell $35 cover call for March. Dude, $20 donation to Uncle B. Take the lessons, says Dude Face. Thank you very much for that. I can't get a better endorsement than that. Someone sends me a super chat and tells you to watch the classes. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful job, everybody. We're down 100 and no, what are we down now? We're on 110 points on the Dow. We're down 110. We're down 10 on S&P. Make it 11. We're down 30 on NASDAQ. We're in the red now. What does that mean to your condors and your positions? Enphase still up 60. Spire down 37. The spiders are down 99. The Qs are down 57. GameStop's down 20. SoFi back to 690. It's actually coming up. Still down 41 cents. Apple is negative, down 31. Netflix holding a 37-cent gain. Adobe down 18. AI unchanged. Nvidia up $9, still holding a gain. Tesla down 8.44. Rocket Lab down 3. Matterport down 1.5. SmartRent down 13 cents. Owens Corning up 53. ATIP up 36. Unity down 18. Google down 37. Moderna down 96. Cisco down 80. Pfizer down 40. IBM down 9. HBQ up 8. Microsoft down 170. ME down 8 cents, 8.7. Amazon down 32. HD, Home Depot down 5.47. Vanik is slipping a little, still up 170. Goldman down $1. Boeing up 350. Meta down 11. Target down 140. JP Morgan up 16. Costco down $4. Walmart down 74 cents. Disney's holding a 590 gain at 90.40. American Airlines only up 2 cents. DraftKings down 79. AMC down 133. Royal Caribbean up 9. We got red showing, we got green showing, but we got a negative. Indexes, all three are in the red at the moment as they turn lower at the moment. All right. Watching many things happen all at the same time. Splair, I say always, I buy 100 stonks, write an option, for example, with 2 months time, mostly nothing happens. Time shrinkage, and after a month, I'm $100 richer. This is so easy. Splair, check that out. You don't know anything about the green wave stonk. You mean the one at 003? Splair is asking. Anyway, there you go, kids. This market is tailor-made for option writers. Absolutely tailor-made. By the way, Splair says, in my case, some of them ask for the name of your channel. Others say only, oh, that's interesting. They ask maybe a little bit more, and then they say, I just buy some stocks here and there. That's all I do. I just buy some stocks. I nibble. I just, yeah, that's the typical. That's it's normal. If folks on this channel, 145 of you represent 14,500 people that don't do it, that don't do what you're doing. That's why you make money, because you're not the majority that are making the mistakes. You're the minority taking the money off the table, and it's easy. Once you understand it, it's that was easy. Absolutely. Welcome all to the program. Welcome all to the show. I am just blown away. You know, last night, again, I mentioned this a little earlier today. Last night I watched the movie Dumb Money. I got a kick out of that movie. I knew I'd like it. I knew going in I was going to like this movie. Dumb Money, based on an insane true story. I really, here's another poster of this show. I loved the show. I really, really loved the show. The story about GameStop and the events completely changed my life. Jennifer and I are completely financially different because of Dumb Money. No question about it. I mean, I'm not quite walking around the house like this, but I feel like I walk around the house like this. I get to go here now for my winters because of Dumb Money, because of the wealth of that you guys are enjoying. I get to go here. Absolutely, I'm not stuck at some trading desk like this in my late 60s trying to eke a living, grinding out this. No, thank you. Dumb Money changed my financial life completely. Jen and I, our lives are completely altered forever because of what happened with GameStop. Now, to be fair, I didn't do nothing to get through it. I worked my tail off during the run, during the craziness, as many of you know. You're still here. But Dumb Money was a huge change for me. And yet, I didn't own one. I've never owned a share of GameStop. I've never traded an option of GameStop. And from 2020 to now, no investments. I've made no investments in the market. I don't have any shares. I don't own any options. I don't write anything. Jen and I, our asset that we own is cash. We just have cash. I have no conflict of interest with any of you in any of the trades that have been made. Not one. I've just enjoyed. I've enjoyed your generosity from donations and what have you. A thank you, manager. Speaking of donations, it's awful nice of you. We get PayPal donations, we get super chats, and your memberships, and classes that you acquire. Yes, that funds us. That funds me. And so, when you guys take these classes, you're saying to me, I trust you. I'm going to throw you this money. I'm going to take your classes, and I'm going to try option writing. And the confirmation that we keep getting, Jen and I, that we're on the right track for you is when you take all the classes, which many of you have done. And you then look me up for one-on-one consultations, including manager, including Beach Boy, including Alberto. The most successful option writers on this channel, generally speaking, have also looked me up for one-on-ones. It's obvious why. They're making money and they want advanced strategies to make more. GameStop has changed our lives financially phenomenally. It has given us our future, and it has allowed myself and Jennifer to afford to get her first new hip and now the second one. And without you being successful, without you winning, none of this would be possible for Jen and I. None of it. I'd be doing my travel channel and trying to make a buck on some other YouTube something. This channel has transformed us completely, and I thank you all. Every day I do it. I don't know how many other YouTubers thank my viewers as much as others, but you guys are awesome. And keep up the good work. That was easy. Keep making that easy money that the market is handing you. Our friend manager today, I am so relieved with the position that he is now in. SoFi 694, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All of you who are into SoFi, look, if you're writing SoFi $10 calls, because even though I tell you not to write calls, but you're doing it anyway, up to you. It's your call. It's your decision to make it. you're taking premiums and you're getting depreciation from time to time, and whatever. If you're doing cash secured puts, I really encourage you, that's the way you want to go. The lower the stock goes, the more you want to write cash secured puts. That's how I say make this happen. But way to go, everybody. Get richer and get richer fast. And thank you all for your donations to the cause. And those of you taking these classes, this is an investment in you and your future for years and years and years and years to come, decades. And if I can help you get to a level of earning that you never thought you would ever see in your lifetime, I couldn't be more happy. I couldn't be happier. It is a vindication of what we've been doing here now for 2.5, coming up to 3 years in January. It'll be 3 years. I have been here pounding the table to tell you you can take control of your financial life and make a massive difference in how you live your lifestyle. And the evidence is in front of you. If you believe any of these people who are paying me, they're paying YouTube to write a comment. Everybody who's writing a comment here is paying YouTube to be able to do it. That's the conviction right there. I mean, that's the end of the story. The classes are another matter. Donations are another matter. One-on-ones are another matter. Just the fact that people are paying a monthly fee to be able to talk to me during market hours should tell any of you out there who are not members of this channel that, well, maybe there's something to this channel. 3 years is coming up on this guy. This channel is 3.5 years old. It's still on the air. He does the same thing he did back in January 2021. He's doing the same thing. He's just now taken his viewers forward into more complex trades, more advanced option strategies, and it's working. Thank you all so very much. Farmaless, I actually directed a coworker to you this morning. Bobby, Dumb Money, was it a crappy camcorder copy or a good DVD style copy? HD. Top HD quality. Splair, I still have to watch it since some days ago. GameStop page in Germany is advertising Dumb Money in the cinema. Right on. What else is going on here? Credit Savage, you deserve it, Uncle B. Seriously, thank you for all the knowledge and thank you for the patience that you always have with us. The newbies have no idea how lucky they are to have stumbled upon you. Alex, a manager, well done, sir. Alex, number 113. I seem to be getting later and later at the moment. I'm going to be a rerunner later. Welcome, Alex. Credit Savage kids, make sure you start with class number 1. Even if you think you know what you're doing, buy the first 5 today. JR, wow, manager. Alex, the Credit Savage of Wall Street is spitting facts as usual. Credit Savage, shoot, are we going to start donation wars again? Where's Beach Boy in Alberto? Flint Creek, my chicken laid a double yolk egg right at my doorstep. It's a good sign, kids. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, pal, for the PayPal donation. Thanks, pal. Love those. Thanks, pal. Credit Savage, even when you have experience, you always forget the little details. Those are the key. I always watch and rewatch classes 1 through 12. Always. I always pick up tidbits that make a big difference. The Big E is here. Neat. Credit Savage of Wall Street. I've been a member overall for 21 months. Should be 2 years, but I didn't become a member till a few months after watching Uncle B. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you, Credit Savage. Again, all of you out there, month after month after month, being here and picking up more and more of the knowledge that the kids in Wall Street, they're picking up every day too. Don't think that these pros at these hedge funds and these mutual funds and pension funds and ETFs, you don't think those pros keep refreshing themselves? They do. They're always attending refresher upgrades within their organizations and outside of their organizations. They are learning all the new methods and ways of being an option player because we have seen so much evolution in just 5 years. This device has changed everything for everybody. Take a look at that movie, Dumb Money, and see the characters in that movie buy their stock, buy their call options on GameStop in that hype, using that device at work, wherever they are. They're not sitting just in front of desks all the time. It's incredible how things have evolved, and the folks in Wall Street are on top of it. You have got to keep up. And that's what I'm desperately trying to help you with here. Deep Value GameStop was the first stock I ever touched. Flint Creek GameStop was my first one too. JR, manager, your stomach will thank you later on today for making that move. Alex, thank you for all you do for us, Uncle B. You are changing lives, including mine, and indirectly my family too. Flint, SoFi coming back up, baby. Splayer just closed at 196. My 1250 GameStop January call wrote it at 297. During the 18th of October. Well, rock on. Deep Value stocks are very scary before GameStop, Uncle Bruce and Keith Gill. I wish I had found them all much, much sooner. Thank you to Keith Gill. If you're watching this channel, I'm honored. Glad you're around. I sure hope Keith Gill is happy. I sure hope Keith Gill is living a comfortable life. Much deserved. Much deserved. And all who followed him, and those who followed everyone else, I just wish the best for everybody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. By the way, Spire is coming back. It's only down 18 cents now. It's coming back to 450. GameStop down 19, and SoFi 696, trying to get back to 7. Giddy up, everybody. Burrow King Sound, how you doing there, buddy? Good morning, Uncle B. How's it going? The Credit Savage. If you think Uncle Bruce's classes are expensive, wait until I tell you about business school. Here's the thing. All that stuff you learn here, WITY Uncle Bruce, you can teach your kids. This is generational. There you go. Everything you learn, it's true. It's happening. Manager Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. Burrow King Sound, I'm number 117, buddy. Thank you, my friend. Touchgrass is giving the thumbs up signal. Thank you, guys. Burrow King, been busy. Way to go, Burrow. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, what do you think about the $12 December calls on SoFi? Don't mind those if you want to write them. Manager, I want to be a Sledgehammer. There you go. JR, I agree with the suggestion to start with class number 1. I have some option experience before I started following Uncle B. Going back over the basics was a big help to understand all of this better. I agree. I tell you, when I was a broker and then a branch manager, VP of a brokerage firm, excuse me, I had been in the business for 4 or 5 years already, and I was taking seminars. I was still going for like a 2-hour seminar, on a weekday. But I remember I went to a seminar. It was a course, actually. 1 week. I had to fly to Ontario, the other side of Canada, and stuck in a hotel. And I was in a room full of about 50 other people that were all either branch managers, district managers, and vice presidents of stock brokerage firms in Canada. I'm looking around the room going, holy crap, I'm the youngest guy here. I'm 26, 27, 28 years old, whatever that was. And these guys are in their 40s and their 50s. And these folks are going to work for another 10, 20 years, 25 years. They've been in the business 15 years, some of these folks, and they're all there to get upgraded. This is the mid 80s. This is like 84 or whatever. Yeah, I was like 27, 28. Yeah, I never stopped absorbing. And today, I am just shooting it at you as best I can in plain English. Like I said, I'm just you're my students, and you're the proof in the pudding that that this is the way to go. You're the proof in the pudding. Thank you all. Thank you. Let's see. Alex Splair. I wrote some GameStop 1625s expiring December some weeks ago for $1.30. They're currently at 50 cents and they're bleeding out every day. Alex Splair, I'm planning to buy back after Thanksgiving and before the earnings. Splair, I see between December 22, December, $50 difference is the same strike. Brad, I've been watching Lurking since the spring of 21. But felt bad for not paying for it all. Alex Splair, is there still good time premium with $12 calls? If so, let them shrink. If not, time will roll. There you go. Just check your option chains, look it up, and see what's going on. We're down 91 on the Dow, 7.7 on S&P. We're down 13 on NASDAQ. Oil up 162 today. We got Spire at 450. We've got Enphase up 24 cents. We got GameStop down 16. We got SoFi at 697, down 34 cents on 31.6 million. We might have a flush out going on, which is okay. Apple up 20 cents. Netflix holding 180. Adobe holding a 114 gain. AI up 6 cents. NVIDIA up 1077 right now. Tesla 214.36 down 8. Low of 213.33. We're back to 214 now. We'll see what's going on. We've got Unity up 18. Google up a penny. Moderna down $1.50. Cisco off 70. Pfizer down 38. IBM is up 25 cents. HBQ up 15 cents. Microsoft down 63. We got Amazon up 23 cents, down 23 cents on Amazon. Home Depot down $5, $5.13 to be precise. Goldman down 45. Target down 145. I'm looking at the losers. Costco down 270. Walmart down 27. At the moment, the market is red-ish across the board. There could be a rally to bail it out. There might be a rally into the afternoon and a drop off at the end. I don't see panic buying. I don't see panic buying. Be writers and hit those options. Brad, I'm now a Gold Bagel member because Uncle Bruce deserves every penny he can get. I thank you. Jen's Hip thanks you. Jen's Surgeon thanks you. Jen's Hospital thanks you. Our landlord in Palm Desert thanks you. Absolutely, your help. You're all in your own way. You're all helping out. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so very much. Way to go, kids! Welcome to the party, pals, and thanks all for being part of this broadcast. It's great that you're here. We're loving it. Absolutely loving it. Oh my, we have got so much work to do. We have so much money to make for you kids. We got to take you to the upper echelon. We got to graduate you into a higher demographic and create all kinds of money problems, tax problems. We need to make people envious of you. We need to make people jealous of you. Oh, I got work to do. I need to get to the point with you guys where you make so much money that when you get together for your Thanksgiving get-together or your Christmas get-together, that relatives whisper about you behind your back. Oh, yeah, they're making all kinds of money in the market. Have you heard about so-and-so? They're making all this money with this guy on YouTube. It's unbelievable. It's kind of like it's like Dumb Money. They're watching a guy like Dumb Money. People were watching Dumb Money back in 2020. They found a guy like that, and they're really doing well. I don't understand it. He tried to explain to me, but I don't understand anything. But yeah, they're making money. That's what I'm going to have happen to you. You guys are going to make so much money that your relatives and friends and coworkers and associates are going to whisper about you behind your back. They're going to wish they were you. There you go. JR, as soon as my stinker hits, I'll be raking $4,000 off the Tesla table. Thank you very much, and give me another. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Absolutely. Just take the dough and make the money. Giddy up. Splair placed an order between bid and ask. Let's see if I catch it, if nothing happens, or if we drop a little more. Still possible. Yes, of course. Stink bids, stink offers. The key to your success. One of the keys, Brian, man, I miss so much. I hate work. two guys yelling at each other and then bringing me into it. I'm trying to watch Uncle B. Leave me the hell alone. I'm with my buddy Uncle B. I'm trying to make a living here. I'm trying to get ahead in life. I don't need to be with this nonsense. Got to get you out of there, man. I got to get you out of there. Manager, I'm glad you rolled. Well done, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, you guys have got to get out of your day jobs. You got to get out of those offices. You got to get out of those warehouses. You got to get away from those distribution centers. I don't care what it is you're into, retail stores. What you got to get away. You got to get away from these people. Oh my. Easier said than done. But bit by bit, just one step at a time. Stick around for the show, kids. One step at a time. Let's see what we can do. Thank you all for being here today. Look, it's 2 hours, 9 minutes. I got to go. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for these donations. Manager, you're awesome, buddy. Thank you, pal. I appreciate the donation today. You're the winner. You're the winner today on more levels than one. Thank you, dude. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you to Alex, PayPal donation. Thank you, man. Appreciate that too. Congratulations, new members. Congratulations, those of you who've been members here for a long time. Way to go, Credit Savage. Showing the way to everybody how it's being done. Man, I love it. You guys are all phenomenal, and keep up the great work. Stephen Butler, neat. That's right. Splair, honestly, in a big store, it's very enjoyable, especially if you use a working phone. No one cares what phone you're holding in your hands. Manager, credit, I am getting ready to do 100 cash secured puts on Enphase contracts, something like you. Dude, thank you, Uncle B. You are the best. I'm glad Manager outshined me today. There you go. Thanks, dude. Slayer, have a successful and relaxed day, everybody, tomorrow. And then it's the weekend again. That's right. We're getting ready for another weekend. Tomorrow's option expiry day. We'll see how everything works out. Keep an eye on your markets. Keep working your trades. Keep on top of your iron condors. But remember, fold your arms and relax. Just relax. Be calm, calculated, deadly. That's the name of this game. Absolutely. Credit Savage, thanks to you, Uncle B. You're making people I work with jealous, by the way. They say, if I really make that much money, why don't I wear Prada or Louis Vuitton clothing? Silly rabbits. They just don't understand that you don't need to show it off. You can enjoy and prioritize where the winnings go. The winnings don't have to go into a fancy pair of shoes. They can go into building your retirement account. They can go into knocking off student loans, upgrading your furniture in your house, getting the kids soccer lessons, piano lessons, gymnastics, whatever, a holiday. Yeah. JR, thank you, pal. Here's a little more to help with Auntie Jen's new hip. So excited to be part of this. Thank you, friend. We can't wait to get her to Eisenhower Medical in Rancho Mirage. We're set up and we're going in, baby. Thank you all. Jen is so humbled by these. She just is just blown away. She's just so blown away. Thank you all. Credit Savage, Manager, do it. Just do it. JR, Credit Savage Wall Street, glad to know your winnings are going to make life better for the kiddies. Absolutely, everybody. Well done. Keep up the great work. Get richer and leave people behind and move forward. Move forward. This is the name of the game. No one else is going to give it to you. None of your coworkers are going to hand you money out of their pockets. You got to get it yourself. And I'm glad to see this is happening. Well done. You have to see Louis Vuitton similar to Stonks. You buy two of them, sell one completely after 5 years of additional gains to compound the price of the second one. Working with Lego. I don't know what this means. Manager, okay, I did it for 825, 100 Enphase 75 cash secured puts, Feb 24. A manager is in to win on Enphase. Giddy up, buddy. Hopefully that works out for you. Keep an eye on all that. Credit Savage, laugh out loud. My flex is taking my kids around the world, playing sports, taking the wife to 5-star restaurants, not worrying about the mortgage. I wear Kirkland stuff. That's good clothing. Kirkland from Costco, that's good stuff. Laugh out loud, love it. Flint Creek bought a Coach purse at Goodwill. I may wear brands, but I don't pay stupid money. Well done, Flint Creek. Good day, everybody. Well done, Flint Creek. Nice job, everybody. It's not how much you make, it's how much you spend and how you spend it as well. But yeah, take the dough. Take these gifts of free money. Free money. I cannot believe how many people don't do it. I can't believe. I always am blown away. Most articles are rare and limited for only some months, and after time they get more value. There's that too. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Okay, trade alert, trade tip of the day, trade alert show, the big show here. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your kind words, encouragement, thumbs ups, donations, everything. You are the best, and we'll talk to you later all. Have a pleasant evening. We'll see you tomorrow.